Ladies and gentlemen, Venus has left Aquarius and gone into Pisces, so I'm having to recalibrate my risk communication skills. I do hope you'll bear with me. Look, it's like double storms. The last 2 days have been big hail and tornadoes. Look, it's like double storms. But wait, there is more, as we are in this crazy spring-like pattern where you get like 100 hours of severe weather watches, and then it kind of speeds up, where they'll be coming one after another, wave after wave after wave. So you can see here, this is tomorrow's danger zone, and then this is the day after tomorrow's danger zone, and then 7 days from now, we'll get the next, 4 days of severe weather zone. See that? And the middle of the month one is the one that I've been talking about for like 2 weeks. And so that'll probably be the biggest punch you in the facest of the storms, in my opinion. Selena Gomez was like, I have not been on the internet in 4.5 years. I was like, what? Tony Dun is letting us know that we had an asteroid that passed by really close to Earth earlier this evening, asteroid 2022. Good night, 1. Just barely missed us. Technically, it was 0.3 lunar distances away, so it was never really anything to worry about. And technically, they always feel like metaphors, and these days have definitely been dangerous, yo. It is close enough to photograph, though. And technically, the photographs are always underwhelming. This brought to us by Dave Dickinson. Not the photo, just the article. There you go. Be underwhelmed. Here, Jake Karstens is saying, today's severe weather event was wide-reaching, but in particular, it will go down as one of South California's. I'm sorry, I said California, but I meant Carolina. It's more notable tornado outbreaks, especially for non-tropical systems. 31 tornado warnings were issued for South Carolina today, the most of any day since 2008. And the third most since overall. Me mixing the words up. And also, there's a chance we're going to get hit in the face with a geomagnetic storm again, because the sun has been freaking out. It's been just sunspots and coronal mass ejections and solar flares and filaments tearing off. So here, Ian Griffin is showing us a time lapse which compresses 6 hours of sweet aurora australis action into just over 2 minutes. It was taken last Friday night. So yeah, we got a geomagnetic storm watch again for April 6th and the 7th. And hey, solar cycle update. It's pretty damn strong. All the professionals and non-professionals guessed how strong solar cycle 25 would be. I was like, I bet it's going to be strong. And ding, ding, ding. I got that right. Because you are here. And this was the prediction. So, I'm going to go, wee. How high will it go? We shall see. I never bet against the sun, because the sun's always been good to me. Though I'm smart enough to know, I never really know what the sun's going to do. Hey, magnetic filaments on the sun. Sunspots aren't the only things on the sun that explode. So do filaments of magnetism. There are 3 of them on the sun today. Oh, hey, what's up, y'all? They're going to pop off into space, eventually, probably. There are a lot of reports from a lot of people that the last few days have been extremely windy. Here's one from Denver, Colorado. And here's a shot of the Pembroke supercell that was causing tragedies today in Georgia. Hey, the fire weather danger is super creepy. There's just something about this wind and critical fire danger pattern I do not like. It creeps me out. And here's the flooding warnings and watches. That's me right there when I'm looking at that right there. Doesn't have to freak you out, but it does seem odd, different, and not normal. All right. Yeah, so some of the tornadoes of the last few days have been deadly and definitely dangerous. and destructive. WTOC, Jamie Ertl, Bryan County tornado scene crossing I-16. Video from Gage Moore Clinton in Charleston, South Carolina. There's just been a lot of death lately, the last 2 years. And here is a video about a dog that soldiers kept feeding in Ukraine, hoping that one day its owner would resurface, and he did. And the dog was very, very happy. Yeah, these are definitely crazy days, man. And remember, if a storm system spins up tornadoes at any point, that means it'll probably continue or can continue to spin up tornadoes. So definitely be on alert over the next 48 hours if you were in one of the danger zones. Aurora from Tracy Kirshenish Photography. Tracy Portraits. Hey, wasn't it only like a week ago that we had our first X-Class or second X-Class flare of Solar Cycle 25? Here we're looking at it. Brian French. Oui, boom, fromage. He hadn't seen anybody share this yet, so here's last week's X-Class 4 for here from the National Aerosmith Suite. Mi comunicado. Oh, hail. That is big. Chris Aldred, all red. I don't know how to pronounce that. Baseball-sized hail today in Bryan County. That looks more like grapefruit-sized hail or wallet-sized hail. But, semantics. Cascadia has no fire season, is showing us pictures of a fire from the Booker Fire Department. Beaver County, Oklahoma. Yeah, it's a pretty nasty fire in Oklahoma today. Popped up on radar. Was nasty. There you go. Yeah, when I tell people to put their car in, if hail's coming your way, get to a safe place. That's what I'm usually talking about. Because hail couldn't really fudge shiz up, yo. There were a lot of calls to insurance companies tomorrow. This is from Florida. And I saw someone say that Florida had gotten a ton of hail over the last few days, which they said, as a Floridian, was anomalous. Anomalies and analog guidance shows a continuing active severe weather threat next week. That's that 13th through 17th, 18th, 19th period I've been talking about. However, the threat will not just be limited to the southern United States, as the potential shifts into the greater plains and Midwest as well. So, yeah, it'll be a bigger, badder storm system. Here's a decent look at the lightning path from the south. Kirk Mellish says, rule of thumb, the more lightning, the stronger the storm. I guess that's the weather version of the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Here, Zoom Earth is letting us know tropical cyclone Philly this morning near New Caledonia. They've had quite a bit of earthquakes. So, interesting. Here's a timeline of strong to severe thunderstorms across north and central Alabama tomorrow, says James Spann. And you know what? Shanghai is really messed up right now, apparently. They just extended the lockdown indefinitely. And remember, even though everybody complained in America the whole time, you were really allowed to leave your house. And apparently, in Shanghai, you're definitely not allowed to leave your house. And so everybody's definitely locked in their homes, indefinitely. And, logistical problems across the board. From what I hear, feeding and when you're locked in your house cause a lot of problems. Russia's still invading and bombing. And I would like to say, Ukraine is its own sovereign nation. And that Russia said they weren't going to invade. And then it invaded with over 100,000 troops. And has hit them with over 1,000 missiles. So clearly, I wouldn't want that for the USA or Texas or anywhere, really. And so I thought it was a bad idea to do, especially with all the in a pandemic and with all the supply chain issues just globally before that shit. But shit keeps getting more unstable. Although I think there'll be an energetic switch by the end of the month. And technically, although I can be overly optimistic at times, I think somehow the war could end in this month. So pretty please pray for peace. And if you're in the USA, prepare for the storm that's coming next month. Andrew Pritchard, when folks tweet about a negatively tilted system and you're just racking your brain for an example textbook negatively tilted system with which to say this is a negatively tilted system, which I guess is not easy for me to say. I don't even understand what that means, but what it means is this storm is probably going to be strong, which is why I keep talking about it. Dr. James O'Donohue, Jupiter red hot, upper atmosphere glowing in infrared. The polar regions are over 700 Celsius because they're heated up by the most powerful auroras in the solar system, while the rest of the planet's at a cool 400 degrees Celsius. So, okay, Jupiter. Love you, buddy. And Jupiter will appear in our sky again around the 9th. And Jupiter will be conjuncting Neptune on the 9th. And then later by the middle or towards the end of the month, this is what our sky will look like, where you will see a very bright Jupiter in the morning sky, about an hour or two before dawn, very bright Venus, and then bright but not as bright Mars and Saturn. So if you're a sky watcher like me, it's something to look forward to. All right, so dance, 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 dance on the radio. Dance, 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 dance on the radio. Here we are looking at Stephen Eckhart showing us the simulated radar for tonight and tomorrow. Rather impressive to see two energetic systems so close together. Hey, I'm energetically recalibrating. How are you doing? You know what? You are fantastic because you are Asteroid Fight Club. Thank you. Thank y'all for being so great to me and helping prevent World War III. Did you know last night a tornado passed like 5 miles south of my mom? She was safe. I was texting her right before, right after. She's cooler than I am, tougher than I am. Anyway, thank you very much, Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are awesome. And thank you, Mom, for being so cool. And thank you, everybody, for all the love and support you've given me over the years. It is my 8-year anniversary as Planetary Defense Commander on the 23rd. And wow, what a wild ride it's been. Hey, here is Jack, H, me, and Apollo at the Houston Space Center on December 30th, 2015. And here is me at the Houston Space Center in 2017 when NASA invited me to their media event for the Super Bowl. And Apollo's band, that's Apollo right there. Right there. He's holding the alien. Apollo's band, Sam Turner and the Cactus Cats, will be playing at the Space Center Houston Moon to Mars Festival June 10th. The festival runs June 9th to the 12th. So if you'd like to join us, that would be great. I got more time to talk to you about it. Okay, great. And if you'd like to support me and help me hit my fundraiser goal for April, that would be super duper cool too. You can send a letter to my address here, or I got a PayPal, a Venmo, and a Cash App, and a Patron, and nothing but absolute love for y'all, because I only have $778 left to raise for April. So pretty please, let me say thank you to everybody in Asteroid Fight Club, and including Darlene, the Texas Angel, Robert, Karen, Justin, Patricia, Alexis, Lauren, Barbara, Glenda, Arnica, Lightsoul, Dan, Marlita, Brian, Ann, Max, Miguel, Susan, Teresa. Y'all are all so awesome and so incredible to me. And I think I might even drive to the ocean again on the 9th at the Jupiter Pisces conjunction. And then I'll probably go live. And I will probably go live in the near future because my YouTube probation ends in 1 hour. I went on probation. They suspended me for a week, what they called medical misinformation. And if I did it again, I got big trouble while I was on probation. And probation falls off in 1 hour. So that's cool. You'll see me probably live more. You know, I gotta not drink whiskey though. That shit gets me in trouble, I guess. All right, y'all are so awesome. God bless you. Stay cool, and I'll talk to you in the near future.